For a while, my Ideal Percy was an Avonside class SS. However, I wanted something different and unique. However, I'll get to that later. Meanwhile, I originally included 13 the Unlucky engine into my Ideal TV series universe as a new build twin of Percy with some improvements, until I overall found him redundant, since I realized I could just use Percy instead. After some rethinking, here is the backstory for my Ideal Percy. Percy was built in 1935 by Pekka and Sons of Bristol as a W6 class. He was built for the recently formed West Sodor Railway as the station pilot for the recently expanded Tidmouth station. He was painted in the railway's brown with black lining and numbered 10. He did not have a good first day though, leading to the events of Percy runs away, but instead of Gordon, it's Molly instead. This would later be told in a flashback after the big engine strike to make fun of Percy. During World War II, Percy was relocated to the Farquhar branch line to assist Toby, his twin Flora, and Neil, while the Farquhar triplets were all, indisposed. The bridge over the River Ells was destroyed in the Blitz, and a temporary trestle bridge was put in its place. To reduce Percy's weight, he would be coupled to a temporary auxiliary tender, fully loaded while his tank and bunker were empty to lighten his weight. After the war, Percy still needed the tender to keep up with rising traffic, so when Sir Topham Hatt was put in charge, he sent Percy to be rebuilt with a coal bunker and trailing wheels to make up for the large overhang at the back, and had his stress relieved when Thomas was relocated to the branch line, while Neil joined the Northwestern Railway's previous number 1 named Thorkel in the Railway Museum at Kelsthorpe Road. Percy was also painted into NWR black with red side rods. However, that is not where Percy's rebuild history ends. In 1960, he was caught in an avalanche in the valley cutting coming back from the harbor. His chimney, smokebox, and saddle tank were damaged from flying rock. There were no spares, so Percy gained a new smokebox and shorter saddle tank to accommodate his new smokebox, and a lengthened chimney. Percy was convinced that because he was numbered 13, he was jinxed. However, after Edward and Charlie told their stories to Percy, including how everyone used to call Charlie the Joker, Percy was able to pluck up courage and gain some bravery. Percy was repainted into NWR green after this second and final rebuild. As for the model, I used drawings of a W6 Pekka and adjusted his parts to fit the backstory as discussed earlier. As for the whistle, it is consistent with this TV series counterpart. I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite model in the Ideal lineup so far, but this has nothing on the engine I will cover next time.